here. There it is.
I just got notification for it.
Okay, I can see my chat there because I just. I've seen. What's up, guys? Happy Easter. We decided we just hop on a live. We got Joey Justice right here. We got Bruce Wayne to my left. What's up, guys? Happy Easter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see here. I think I need to make it a little warmer. What do you think?
A little warmer? Yeah, I look a little translucent.
All right, let me see here.
Both their tails are wiggling.
How's everybody's Easter going? Let's see. How old are the dogs now and how much do they weigh? Joey Justice is 2.5 years old and I think he's, what, 138 pounds right now?
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne just turned 7. Come here. Come here, Bruce. Say hi. Let's go.
It's the last day of his birthday month.
He's confused. Come here. Let's go. And Bruce just turned 7 March 1st. Say hi to your people. No, you don't need to be guarding people. Why are you he gets up and starts growling. I'm propped up too. I'm sitting on a dog bed. Bruce is not, and he's still like taller than me. I'm just sitting next to Bruce. Yeah, I'll come down to you.
You can come here, Justice. You can be part of this too, buddy.
Bruce, you want on the bed? We figured we'd just hop on, see everybody's Easter's going. I think I'm going to start doing 3 videos a week. I know I always do 2. And I'm still trying to figure out if I want to do 2 videos in 1 live or just 3 videos. How many people are in? Looks like there's 65 people in here. Nice.
That's nice. Happy Easter, everyone.
I'm just looking at the comments right now. What's up, Nick's channel from the Netherlands? Let's see. We gotta see Bruce Wayne. Bruce, can I get over behind me a little bit more?
He's better looking.
So I'm sitting on a dog bed. Bruce is not. Say hi to everyone.
Bruce looks so serious right now.
He's like, I'm just gonna lay down. All right, so let me just put this back up here.
I think I'm directly behind you.
You are. You can go wherever you want to go.
Alrighty.
Wherever this is, you know, whatever.
This is informal. We're having a cozy little Easter. Our Easters are usually quite cozy and just relaxed, kind of having a more chill day today.
Newfoundland, Canada. Hello back to you, Black Abyss.
Hello.
Is training a doggy easy? If you are, I mean, if you've never done it, no. Just like anything you've never done is not going to be easy. I mean, it's not hard once you do it a lot.
I think even if you're experienced, it's going to come with frustrations for sure, even if your dog's easy to train.
Jessica says it's really hot right now. It's freezing here.
Where's Jessica? I want to be where she is.
I know. I was walking the dogs earlier. It was 40 and windy. It's like, where's spring?
I know. You want to show them JJ real quick?
Where is he?
On my lap. There's his little head, if you just dip it down.
Little head that ain't so little.
His head's little compared to Bruce, so that's why I often refer to him as Lil.
She always calls him
Baby J.
And he's not little whatsoever.
Well, I call him Baby J because you're Big J. Like, you're grown J. He's Baby J.
Brent, you guys motivated me to get my Canine Corso best decision ever. Awesome.
Very cool. We
Gloria,
like it when we
Gloria's from New York City. She's got 3 pups.
Oh, wow. I wonder how much warmer it is in the city right now.
There are no breeders in Syracuse for Canine Corsos that I know of. I don't really recommend breeders other than my breeder because I've never bought, you know, dogs from them, so it's kind of hard to recommend breeders unless I purchased from them and had like a lot of experience with them. So right now I really can't, other than a Canine Corso, if that's what you're looking for a dog. What's Justice want?
I don't know, that's what I was going to check on.
Justice, what are you doing, bro? He took that off the counter.
How did you get that?
Put it back on the counter.
Drop.
He took a toy off the counter. Little shithead.
God, you're cute when you're mischievous.
Any tips on raw feeding? Tips. Just really understand what you're doing, because you can easily create nutritional deficiencies in your dog. So don't just think you can just give your dog chicken every day and all's good because it's raw meat. Just really understand what your dog needs.
You have a raw feeding course that kind of gives all the tips, right?
Yeah, we have a raw feeding course. It's linked in the description box. Teach you how to feed your dog raw. And also, a tip is source matters. Remember that. Like, what meat you're feeding from what source really matters, isn't quality-wise. You know, when we first started raw feeding, we were going through a co-op until I found out it was like 4D meat, which is meat from a dying or dead animal. Which, so like, yeah, I don't really want to give that to my dog. Yeah, and it's expensive, unfortunately. And there's no getting around that unless you're unless you're a hunter or something like that. Unless you hunt your own like meat, it's going to be costly no matter what.
Bruce loves the
Why don't
buck
you move
wild
the beds?
bison.
Move the beds. They can come over here and play.
The like raw patties. Bruce loves those.
Did you hear me?
Move them.
Can you move the beds?
Yeah. Are you getting up?
Move that one first, yeah. I'll move this one. That way they can just play over here.
Where are we sitting?
On the floor. Sorry guys, we're moving the beds. Got 2 beds here. 2 dog beds. Guys, come here. We'll give them this one. It's easier for them to play. And this is what I wanted to give them. Justice, sit. Stay. Bruce. Justice, okay. They can play with this over here.
Whoa!
Give them some action. Some action. Just watch out you don't get smacked in the head.
I know, I'm like, now we're straight up in the danger
So just like always
zone.
be like, have your arms up. She's from Vermont, it's 49. I don't really think that's warm, but it's not cold.
I mean, even 40 I don't necessarily consider
It's just
cold, but it's
just windy here. It's always windy at our house.
have a chill to
We live
myself,
like on a
so.
farming road, so like in front of us is cornfield, behind us is cornfield, and just acres of nothing. Obviously there's no corn right now, so like the wind just whips through. There's nothing slowing down the wind. Diva0721, hello from Florida. Our Canine Corso will be 3. He drools a lot. Is this normal? Also, he's healthy but slim. What are your recommendations? I mean, you can't really control their drool. It's their jowls. If they have like extra big jowls or the way their jaw is genetically, they could just be a drooler. These guys don't really drool unless you're gonna give them like snacks, or there's like a dog in heat around.
And they're like sniffing something, and then sometimes it'll just like drip
if there's
drop
if there's
right
like
out
a
of
dog
them.
in heat around or something
Yeah.
in heat, but there's nothing you can do about that. That's just the way your dog's built. Savannah, Georgia. In terms of hours, how much socialization do you recommend? Also, hello from the UK. As much as you can. I mean, there's not really like a set like time, you know.
Except for when they're in puppyhood.
Well, he's asking how many hours.
Oh,
there's
how many
not like there's not like a
hours?
set. Oh, okay, I got my hour and I'm
Right.
good to go. It
True,
doesn't
true.
it doesn't work like that.
That's why when
You
we
just
were
need to put
training
them around
them-
as much as different things as you can, especially at a young age. Like people, all sizes of people, all races of people. So that's why I don't want to get hit in the face.
Yeah.
All different types of situations, like have them hang outside the grocery store where there's shopping carts, a lot of traffic, things that could scare them. Anything you see, they need to be exposed to, because it may be normal to you, but it's not to a dog. So, you know, if they're not exposed to that. We tried to get them around 500 different people by the time they were 12 weeks old, and it was probably more like 1,000. when all is said and done by the time they're 12 weeks old.
Yeah, we were very successful with it. We try to have the most bang for our buck. The places we would go to see as many people as possible, and we would keep tabs too of how many people we would see, just to kind of
Yeah,
keep.
like, oh, they met like 30 new people today. Like after we go to the gym, for example, and if they met new people, like we'd count on our fingers, like, hey, they met like 15 people today.
Honestly, I think Jason and I are both competitive people, so in a way it was almost like a little competition, like not between us, but just in general. Every day, how many people can we get them to meet and see, or what new exposures can we create for them? So it became this fun challenge to just get them to have the experience as both of them. I'm kind of talking about them at the same time, but we train them, socialize them separately as puppies, but now together we still go out and do the same thing.
I'm so gonna get smacked in the head.
Yeah, you are.
And I blame you guys for it.
It's harder, I will say, this winter. Well, not even winter, just winter cold in general. I do think it tends to make it a little bit more challenging to get as many exposures if you get a dog in the spring.
It does, because like it's not like you're walking downtown where everybody's like wants to stop and pet your dog or meet you.
Yeah, we've definitely been more cooped up than normal.
So that's what stinks about winter. We got justice during the winter. That's what made it difficult. I actually have
very
socialization
cold winter.
videos. I was daily vlogging, so if you go to like my new puppy playlist, you can see it. I was out in like 10 below.
You were.
Socializing the dogs.
Bruce was easier since we got him in April.
Yeah, April 22nd.
What was
I got you day.
That's his got you day.
I got you day.
Aww.
I got you day.
Yeah, it was nice.
Okay, what else we got here? I already answered the raw feeding one, right? Yeah, okay. What else we got? Oh, I can go down. Hey Jason, I saw the breeder who bred Bruce Wayne and JJ is temporarily closed. Do you know how we can reach them? They've never been temporarily closed. She's always breeding. She's had a
maybe she's just not doesn't have a litter or something.
Yeah, if that's what you mean by temporarily closed. My best advice is, just to keep trying to get in touch with them. I have a breeder reveal video, and her info's there, or Zoe DeVita on Instagram, ZOE DVITA. She doesn't do like waiting list. She has a litter. She puts it out there. She goes through a ton of applications and picks through those applications. So the only thing you do is keep trying and keep trying and keep trying.
I keep forgetting to look at the camera.
That's all right. I have to look over here at the questions. Camera's over here. Question.
We love you in Woodstock. That's cool. Woodstock, Georgia. It's so neat to see like how many people follow this channel from all different places of the world.
I know.
Like this community is international.
It'd be cool if we get 500,000 before the end of 2024.
Heck yeah.
You were definitely helpful, a big help when we were researching whether or not to get Canine Corsos. We're a good fit. Our boy Haas is now 15 months old. We couldn't be happier. Thanks, you both. You're welcome. That's awesome to hear.
I love that.
Opinion, please, for Black Abyss. I've owned boxers my whole life. I talk louder because of them, but I don't think they can hear them as much because they're behind me.
Oh,
so I'm like
true.
starting to talk really loud.
Right.
My last passed away in September, and I decided to get a Corso, but my house isn't very big. Some people say don't get one unless you have a big house. We have a small house.
We do.
You know, as long as you have land to be able to have them run around and play free and run free every day, so they can get
Or plan to
outdoor
take
time.
them somewhere to exercise them.
Yeah, but a lot of people do that, then they don't. Because it's like, because then it's like hours outside a day with you being outside with you, you know. So some people just don't have, they just don't have the time to do that. So I'm like, you know, as long as you have a yard and place for them, you're good. They don't need much room. I mean, they take up a lot of space, but it's not like they're doing this all day in the house. We have set little places for them to play.
Yeah.
Here, when there's no dog beds, which is very small, and behind the couch, which is like an 8x7 carpet. So I mean, the house isn't really a place where they should be running around playing anyways and get hurt.
Yeah.
So this is like the extent of their play in here. Oscar, what do you feed them? We feed them a raw diet. Marissa Rios, I never suggest neutering or spaying any dog. I have 3 videos on the topic, and I definitely would refer to those because I go through scientific studies and a bunch of research, scientific research that's very credible and highly backed. One video is called "Never Neuter a Canine Corso." Cutting off your dog's balls is another video, and then we also did another one the past few months.
You and I did one together.
Yeah, we did one together. So I check them all out, and then decide what's best for you.
Yeah.
Don't just take what the vet tells you at face value. Definitely do your own research because they're not going to tell you a bunch of downsides to it. They're just going to say, hey, they can't get prostate cancer, or they can't get testicular cancer. And, just really quick, I won't go deep into it, but I think the success rate for treating testicular cancer is like 97%. But they don't tell you that neutering your dog can increase the chance of them getting bone cancer by 3 times. And there's no cure for that.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a lot more joint issues, a lot of can cause depression in dogs. So, I mean, there's other ways around it. Like you could do a vasectomy if you're worried about your dog getting another dog pregnant. A vasectomy will keep their hormones intact. And then they just can't get another dog pregnant. They get snipped. But yeah, definitely do your research on that. There's a bunch out there online as well.
Mic's on for a second. Justice is half sitting on the couch.
Is a Corso a good choice for people that work? Most trainers I follow recommend Bull Mastiff for my lifestyle. I would prefer a Corso because I have never seen a Bull Mastiff in real life. We work, and when we got Bruce, we did not work from home.
Yeah, we both worked full-time jobs out of the house, half hour away.
I started working from home about when Bruce was probably a year and a half.
Yeah.
16, 17 months old is when I started working from home. So that's kind of up to you. It's like how much time do you plan on spending with your dog? Just because you work doesn't mean you can't have a certain breed, but you're gonna have to, do stuff with them before work for an hour or so.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to do stuff after work for a couple hours with them.
That's kind of how
So-
we would like split it up.
And
I would go into work a little bit later, try to do
Yep.
stuff with Bruce in the morning and keep him active. We'd have someone come over during the day, and then at nighttime you would do
Yeah.
something with them. So.
But if it's not fitting your lifestyle, definitely don't get it right now if you can't handle that, because the dog won't be happy, you'll be miserable, it just won't be a good experience for anyone, it won't be fair to the dog.
Yeah.
But
They're
yeah,
loving this.
it can completely be done. I also have a video on YouTube called Canine Corso leaving home alone for 12 hours, because we were literally gone 12 hours.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, it was definitely a lot of work.
lot
And
of
just
work.
remember, it's a lot of sacrifice. So make sure you're ready for all of that. Hope that helps answer your question. My dog's licking their nose excessively. Any ideas what can cause that? Nope. Take him to the vet.
Remember Winston doing that?
Is the Corso a good choice for that? Is it normal for the puppy to be barking in a car?
Gosh,
It is.
Bruce.
What?
Bruce hated the car at first.
No, he didn't.
Well, he would bark like that, wouldn't he?
No. Bruce never hated the car. He liked the car a lot. What happened is, he just wanted attention.
He wanted companionship.
Is it normal for a puppy to bark in the car? Well, it depends on like so many factors, like what kind of dog you have, if it's a breed that's like a yappy dog,
Yeah.
then yeah, it's probably gonna bark in the car
Sure.
excessively.
Yeah.
If it's like a little yappy dog.
Yep.
If it's a Corso and it's a puppy, nah, neither one really ever bark in the car unless like they see somebody approaching the car. But as a puppy, no, they didn't. I mean, every dog's different, so it's not like it's not normal, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes
you know,
sense.
There's nothing wrong with your dog.
Yeah.
Where are we? I'll keep it. Let me just, have to be careful so I don't like dislocate my arm
I
either.
know. It's kind of a lot on you. Do you want me to hold it a bit?
I have a Canine Corso, and all of a sudden she's developed an aggression towards other dogs. Was wondering if you had a way to break her from this. You need to basically work with her around other dogs. I would definitely hire a trainer. That's where that's the one thing where board and train. I'm like, oh, that's really good. Check out Joel Beckham on YouTube. Beckham's Dog Training is a channel. He's got, he's always working with dogs with dogs aggression. And then you can kind of see how to introduce your dog to another dog. You're gonna want to do it behind a fence or something like that. But check out his videos, and I'm sure you can like just search his channel and find a similar issue where he has a video working with a dog that you're having. Because I know he has a bunch of those, and that would help you a lot. And tell him I sent you. Do you have any difficulty getting your babies outside to play if you aren't joining them? No, they play when they want to play. It's not like I need them to play.
Yeah. And they will play on their own when we let them outside together.
They'll play on their own, or sometimes they don't, you know.
Yeah. Just depends.
I don't need them to play.
Yeah.
Have I ever seen Canine Corso bigger than Bruce Wayne? Yes, Bruce Wayne's brother.
Bruce's dad. Oh, and his brother.
His dad wasn't bigger than him. His dad was 140 pounds.
Ruru?
Yeah, Rue was 140 pounds.
Oh, I thought Ruru was more.
Saint, Bruce's brother, he passed when, November? December? No, January? January, I think. He was like 200 pounds. Hello, I love your channel. Greetings from, what? How do you say that? Wasaben, Germany? Our Corsos listen to yours playing. Arthur. How do I say that?
Was bad. I mean, it's probably in a German accent that we don't
Do it
know
then.
how to say.
Do it.
Wiesbaden, Germany. Wiesbaden.
I don't think that's, I don't even hear the accent.
I don't have an accent. I'm not from Germany.
Arthur does not like you. You're not giving
Arthur,
a
help.
good German
I need to work
accent.
on my German accent. It's been a
do.
minute.
You do.
Schnitzel.
You're-
Is that German? Schnitzel?
I don't think so. I don't know. I'm not a cultured person, unfortunately. I never travel.
Well, I'm not either. You should know this. I've been with you for most of my life.
These guys are gonna be so tired after this live. So thank you for tiring out my dogs.
Yeah.
What we got next? Mark, both our dogs, Bella and Haas, wait for my wife to put her yard shoes jacket on before they are willing to step out. Oh, you mean before they're willing to go outside?
Huh.
I'll just make my dog, if I need them to go outside, I'll just make them go outside. First, the butthole. Come on, get the butthole out of the camera. Nobody wants to see it. Get out, there you
Don't
go.
slap his butthole.
They didn't want to see his butthole. It's like zoomed in on his butt.
It's so funny how
Zoomed in
they
your
love
butt.
to play with like the one, there's this long rope, right? Yet they love to hang on to like this much of the end of the rope. Between the two of them, they both need that 2 inches of the end of the rope, even though it's 2 feet long. JJ's getting tired. This is when he lays down to play.
Yeah, he's like, I'm
And
good.
he's not afraid to admit it. He'll lay down, he'll roll over, but he'll keep going. He'll rally.
Got some stringies.
Oh.
Some stringies.
Yeah.
Okay, what else we got here? Cheers from, oh, I lost it. Where is it? Sorry, catching up. My eyes are like really bad right now.
Yeah, I can't even read anything from here. Are you tired too?
Cheers from LA. We have a beautiful Canine Corso female, Bella, who is now 3 years old. Wondering if you give your boys probiotics and or joint supplements. If so, any you highly recommend. Maria S. Yeah, there's I don't give them probiotics. There's a link in the description box just about to die. There's a link in the description box, and it's joint supplements. We're on auto ship with that. We've been using that for over 6 years now, since we've had Bruce. Check that out. And we just stay on auto ship, so we always like have them, you know, so we're never without. But any age, I always recommend, like from the moment you get your dog, getting them on a joint supplement, as well as like a really good, healthy diet. That can go very far.
We've used Nuvat forever. I did put the mic to him.
Yeah, since we had Bruce, we've been using that.
We
So
used it with Winston too.
Yeah, check out the link in the description box for that. It just says joint supplements. You'll see what we use.
Bruce has to cool off. So when the dogs have to cool off, they often go to the hardwood floor just because naturally it's cooler there. So you always know when they're
Fabulous
hot.
exposures, obedience training must, absolutely. 100%, either doing it yourself or working with someone to do it, but don't just send your dog to board and train because that won't work. And also, definitely, I don't think it's your first dog. Not a first-time dog, not a dog for a first-time owner because you don't want to like learn on the fly and make mistakes on the fly. Not with this breed, anyways. Well, because of you guys with Bruce and Joey, I got a Corso boy, Spartan, and I couldn't be happier, and I want to thank you guys so much. Such an amazing breed. You're welcome. Justice. Now he's just going to hack. You know, I'm going to hack and wiggle the tail.
I got rope in my mouth, he
He's got
says.
strings in
He
his
swallowed
mouth,
some
probably.
rope.
Our yard's fully fenced, but the only way to play outside when my wife goes out with them or to play or
What's
conduct business. No surprise, the expectation is if I'm barbecuing. They need a lot of like exercise outdoors. I mean, you can't definitely, they're not a breed, they're not a low energy breed. So if you need a low energy dog, definitely this is not the breed to get, which is probably maybe why other trainers told you Bull Mastiff may be better. I'm not sure on too much of their temperament, but I think they are a little bit lower energy. Best advice to getting them to like getting their nails done. Start as a puppy and make it extremely pleasurable. Like make it like enjoyable for them, because if they don't like it, and also don't like clip them too short where it hurts them, because then every time you do it, they're gonna be thinking of like that negative experience. So it needs to just be like a super positive, happy experience. And then even like, if your dog's older and doesn't like it, you can just like fake it. Like have the clippers and just clip, but not actually holding their paw, but not clip their nails, and give them a treat. Clip and give them a treat, clip and give them a treat without like actually doing their nails. Just to kind of like see if you can de-stress them that way before you actually start doing them, trimming them. Most of the specialists refuse to train mine. They say it's impossible to keep them both. You give me hope, but I do need help. Did I miss a question here? Doria. What's the question, Doria? Mo says, also, how do you physically correct them when there isn't a leash involved in the house after using a verbal correction? No, I don't physically correct them. Just tell them no and they stop. And for when they're too young for a prong collar, you can growl at them. Growling works great. Still works. Both dogs respond to growls because dogs know what growls are. So try giving them a growl. I have videos up on that actually. And that's another thing I never hear anybody like talked about. I never see anybody do it but me.
I feel like you came up with that one. It makes logical sense, so I'm
It's
surprised
like,
no one's
I know,
done that before.
Like your puppy's not gonna understand no if you just got him, but they will understand a growl. I've never had to deal with cherry eye.
What about a scruff grab? Isn't that what the mother does?
Yeah, you can do a light scruff grab, but if they're not on a leash, a correction needs to be done in like instantaneously, so it doesn't really like.
Yeah. So it has the effect they understand.
So that, yeah, the dog won't associate what they're doing if you walk over to them and it's 10
Right.
seconds later.
Right.
So that's why I just basically say, grout them, no. RM, I just bought a female for my male, both 2 years old, but they don't like each other. What's the best way to get them to be friendly to one another? Just like the nail trim, everything needs to be happy and fun with them together. I don't know if you're at the start of this, but check out my new puppy playlist. I'm leaning on Justice. Check out my new puppy playlist where I was daily vlogging, and I showed how I like built the relationship between Bruce and Justice. Can I see Justice? He's too black. Watch out. Yeah, you can't see him. But like everything would be like happy. So if Bruce came over, oh, Bruce wants to play again. If they're playing like this, I'd be massaging both of their ears at the same time, especially Bruce's. So he associates, oh, I'm playing with Justice. This is a good thing. Jason likes it. And then it's like pleasurable. So again, they're just associating playing together with like good feeling, happy emotions. So check out my new puppy playlist. And then you'll see from the start, I was daily vlogging. So that'll help you a lot.
Can I read this question?
Yep.
Because Yada Zakcha, yeah, sorry, we missed your question. We're trying to get through all of them. He says, hi guys, as a child, our cat Dusty passed away, and as a teenager, our cat Smokey had to be put to sleep. I was devastated. How do I get past it? Because that's my fear, and why I don't have a dog now.
I actually reposted that story on my Instagram, like, let me see, at 2 hours ago, I reposted that.
Oh,
So go to my
okay.
Instagram, JasonCorey411. You're gonna see a post that says watch full video. A lot of you need to hear this message. And you know what? I can probably just play the audio through here. Okay, here.
Yeah.
This is how, because I used to get super stressed, always thinking about Bruce dying.
Yeah.
And obviously I've had dogs my whole life, so I've lost dogs. So I'm just gonna play this for you to hear here. I can probably just play the audio. Anxious and fearful over something that is good. When you get a dog, you sign up for all of the beauty of their life, and part of that beauty includes their departing. I was getting so much anxiety and depression over the fear of losing Bruce Wayne. I was being anxious and fearful over something that is going to happen. So why am I so anxious and fearful over losing my best friend instead of enjoying every moment with him? That's the nature of having a dog. And the beauty of it is when you get them, they never have to be without their human. We get to see them through the beauty of puppyhood all the way to their departure. And not one moment, this beautiful, innocent creature never has to spend a waking day without his human. When that day comes, I can look at our entire life together. I can look back and just think of all the amazing memories I've made with him, all the life experience I've given him, how much of the world I've shown him, and be happy that I gave him the best life that I possibly could. When you get a dog, you sign up for all. When you get a dog. So maybe that might help you out a little bit. Just kind of like changing your mindset with things.
I like this question, and I'm just popping in here and skipping around. Laura W. asks, would you ever consider getting Bruce and Justice into TV and or film work? I mean, they technically are on this channel, right? YouTube is the new TV. It is the new way to start them. Mm-hmm. But I guess it's not something we'd probably seek out, right, Jay? But if someone approached us and was like, hey, we're filming this movie and we need a well-behaved Canine Corso, be like, heck yeah, that'd be so cool.
Maria G, how do you counter angry people about clipping your dog's ears? I get that a lot. My breeder suggested due to having another dominant breed, but it's horrible getting those comments. You can just, you can always be asking them if they've ever spayed or neutered their dog, and then if they say yes, you can just describe how much more horrible that is for a dog, for their longevity, for their joints, for their mental well-being, like how much damage it does to their internal organs, and then see what they have to say. That'd be like the passive-aggressive way of doing it that I'd probably do.
I just ignore it.
Kara just ignores it.
I don't have time for that negativity in my life.
Up until 2 weeks ago, Haas displayed no signs of guarding. Then our granddaughter stopped over one day when we were at home. She had her boyfriend with her. Haas had never met the boyfriend before. Just the age, Justice is just now. Bruce is earlier than Justice, but Justice is a very slow developer. So it's like people think you get a Canine Corso and it's like instantly like this guardian breed, and
Right.
it takes a long time for them to mentally mature to get to that point. And also, we were just was it today we're talking about it? I think people have what a guardian breed is incorrect in their mind.
Right, we were.
They think it's gonna be. People think a guardian breed, like they say, hey buddy, hey buddy, I want a guard dog to protect me. It's like, okay, well then you want a personal protection dog, and that personal protection dog has to be trained in personal protection, and it's gonna cost tens of thousands of dollars.
Right.
And then, some people want there's just so many different levels of a dog that guards you. Like if you want one of those junkyard dogs that, you just leave fenced up on the property in a big fencing area, like a junkyard, for example, somebody comes in, it's gonna go after him. Well, basically then you can't be socializing your dog. It's gotta basically not like people. Or like Bruce and Justice, they guard the house, and that just came through kind of just letting them instinctually do what they do. For example, a stranger comes on the property, like a delivery person, they run to the window, they start barking and alerting us, and then we praise that behavior. Then we also make sure we can shut down that behavior. But yeah, it takes a little bit, right buddy? Justice is guarding right now. What do you see out there? See?
Don't get him going.
I said that. Bruce knows what that means.
Yeah, he does. He's like, I gotta come over.
Okay, what else we got here? Cynthia Weber made it. Hello, Jason and Kara. I made it. I thought I was going to miss this. We may start doing these on weekends. What's he seeing? Oh, there's a rabbit right there.
Oh, the Easter Bunny's here?
Yeah. Justice. Leave it. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Get him away. Leave it. Hey. Leave it. Good boy. Good boy. You say, I left it for a second. Justice, leave it. Good boy. Why are you standing on me, dude? Can you not stand on me? Yep, it's the Easter Bunny. It's the Easter Bunny. You say, I want to eat the Easter Bunny. All right. I hate it.
It's hard to keep track.
I know, you just move it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. That's why I have it open on my phone, too.
5-month-old Canine Corso still pees inside, even though he went for a walk, or he peed in the garden, and 5 minutes later he peed inside. Same when I'm with my Corso at my parents' house. That's not typical. I never really had to deal with that issue. Justice, I'm gonna break his attention. Justice, let's go. Lay down. Lay down.
Oh, yeah. Sorry for the... I totally just put my forehead in the camera.
Lay down.
So I was trying to look at the bunny out there.
Good boy.
Sorry, guys.
First, I guess I would say make sure there's nothing wrong with the dog. Have the vet check out the dog. And also remember, he's only 5 months old. Puppies pee a lot. So you just may need to take them out more than you think. And because just because you're, especially a puppy, just because they peed once doesn't mean they emptied their bladder. Let them pee, hang out outside, let them pee again, hang out outside, let them pee again. And work on bathroom command, because that's huge. Nobody does that.
Yeah.
Every time your dog goes pee or poops, praise them, give them a treat. The moment they start peeing, be like, oh, good bathroom, good bathroom. That way, when the dog's older, they're going to start to understand when you say go to the bathroom, they're actually going to go to the bathroom and pee on something. And it saves you a ton of time.
And it's helped us command them to go to the bathroom. When we say go to the bathroom, they know what we mean.
With subscriber count rising but viewership falling, what is your channel plan going forward? Well, it's
Viewership isn't falling.
Viewership isn't falling.
Kind of depends on your video.
Yeah, it's always been video dependent.
And some of your videos, actually, the viewership, it does better over time. Like a lot of Jason's videos aren't going to be like, oh, I have to watch it the second it goes live. It's more so people seek out the information when and if they need it. So some videos all of a sudden take off.
Yeah, like every video is not going to do like millions like some
Correct.
of them do. Like some are purposely made to be viral videos, which is like
Right.
not the norm.
Right. The goal is never to have every video viral. Like that. I mean, it'd be cool, but it wouldn't end up being authentic content where we actually get to show you guys our lives and real personalities.
3 best tips for training them as puppies. Socialize them a ton. Don't let them get away with anything you don't want them to.
Can I say one?
And praise every behavior that you like and want them to do. Of course you can say one.
Okay, I'll give one. Mine is be consistent with however you're going about training with the other leaders in the household. So if you've got a significant other, or even if you have kids that are going to be doing stuff with the dog, as much as possible, have everyone do the same training style with the dog, an effort to not confuse it and just expedite the training process. That way the dog's getting the same message from everybody it's looking to as its leader.
Yep, everybody has to be on board.
And I feel like that may seem obvious, but the majority of people that Jason and I run into, oftentimes what we hear from people is, see, I do this with my dog, but my wife's not on board. My wife doesn't do it, or vice versa.
Yeah.
It's usually the dogs listen to one and not the other.
Yep,
So that could
Agree.
help with preventing that.
yep. Gordon Brown here from Scotland. We have 2 Frenchies. How do we
Hey.
introduce a Canine Corso to these 2 boys? Is it a puppy Canine Corso? And just like you would introduce, like if it's a dog you're getting and it's a puppy, that's such a like I don't like answering these questions
tough, yeah.
because it's like I don't know your dogs. I don't know your 2 dogs.
It's a
I don't know.
whole- yeah.
It's like it's really you have to know your own dogs and like assess them. Are they good with dogs? Are they not good with dogs? And are you getting a puppy? Or are we talking like an adult Canine Corso of a friend? Why do you want them to meet?
Are you confident in your leadership skills if you do need to redirect or correct if something occurs?
And if it's not your dog, are you confident that they're not going to grab a hold of your dog? Because, you know, that's a very huge difference in size. So one bite from a Canine Corso could severely injure your Frenchie. But yeah, you really, if you're getting a puppy, you really have to know your dogs and how accepting they are to dogs, because not every dog is going to like everyone they meet, just like you don't like everyone you
Justice.
meet. And Justice is gone, buddy.
It's
No,
gone.
it's not. It's
Is
still
it?
there. It's
Oh,
still-
is it? I couldn't see
Come here,
it.
Justice.
You
behind
want
me.
my daddy?
Let's go. Good boy. Sit.
Bruce is like, yeah, I got my spot
boy.
back now that the
Lay down.
bed's moved.
Lay down. Good boy. Good boy. He's like, I want my dinner, which is out there walking around. So I hope that makes sense. My dog has been bleeding for 3 weeks. Is this her going through heat? Because it has been a long time.
Probably. That sounds about right. I've heard it going like up to a month or
Yeah.
so, right?
Yeah, I've never had a female dog, so. But that does sound right.
You could check with your vet to be safe.
Siren's trying to read the computer. Was there ever an alternative name before you settled on Bruce? We didn't really decide on Bruce until come to an agreement that never was lived up to on the way to get him.
Are you really just going to sit there like that?
Oh, beautiful dogs, guys. I can't go down any farther.
Okay, I got my phone open. You want me to do it on the phone?
There, I got it.
Oh
I
my
couldn't find the
God.
thing. But yeah, doesn't say. Yeah, see, Brian said 3 weeks is typical for spotting. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's what I thought too. The Corso's resource guarding happened today with a salmon head. I said, hey, stop, and I told him to drop it. He didn't want to drop it, so I opened his mouth and said, drop. I would do the same, you know, because if not, you just, Justice, leave it, lay down. I'm over it, lay down, leave it. Leave it. Because if you didn't physically do something, your dog won the battle.
Your dog's like, huh, I
Your
am
dog
in
can,
charge.
your dog can never win the battle. You always have to win the battle. Or, because if not, the dog's like, okay, he told me no. I was a jerk to him for no reason, and I got to keep what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I would say you did the right thing. We have a male German, 9 years old. His brother is a JRT, 2 years. The Jack Russell has begun to bite his brother as they enter the house in the backyard. Can you help? I mean, that's not something that you can help over a live. If you want to email me, I do virtual consults, private consults, but definitely it's not something that I could help you on a live with. Steven, just to change the subject, how's the Airbnb doing? It's doing awesome. Thank you for asking. Getting listings constantly. Some hot tub issues was annoying. So did that get solved yet?
I
think so.
I believe so. They were
Yeah.
having that.
Well, our management team is like, property management team's so good.
It's nice.
It's very nice because Airbnb and all these other sites, VRBO, they have like an algorithm like YouTube. So these people know the algorithm very well.
Yeah.
They've been 8 years of superhosts, meaning since we're going with them, we're a superhost.
Yep.
So just having that team makes stuff so easy for us.
Yeah, because it's technically only been live, not even a full 2 months, right? Did it?
Yeah, it went live like in February.
In February.
The first week of February.
We closed in October. So in a way, we're like, it's going to take a while for, I think, everything to level out and have good historical data with how everything's run because
Yeah,
like
I want like
said,
1 year.
1 year to really like assess
To
know like if this was a good move and how things are going. I mean, I think it's a good move either way, but you need reviews, and the more reviews you have, the more it gets pushed out, the more people are, word of mouth is huge as well. So it's going to take some time realistically to build all of that up.
I think February, there's like, I think it got listed like February 3rd, maybe 4th, something like that.
I know we missed
Anyways,
a few days.
I think there's only 2 days since it was listed, the month of February not booked.
Yeah.
March, I think only 2 days that wasn't booked, right?
Yeah, I think 1 or 2 days tops.
So yeah, we're happy so far.
And a lot of summer bookings coming in already, so it's really
And
exciting.
the summer ones are better because
More
the
capital.
management team, they set the price per night. So March, the slowest month, it's super cheap compared to like June or July where we'll make like a better profit.
I think they have a whole pricing system, so it
They
can
do.
like rotate based on like days, based on if there's like a fluky one-off day in the middle of the week. They might even reach out
Yeah,
and
they've
see if
reached out
someone
to
wants
people.
to extend their stay at a discounted rate, just to really like
Maximize
capitalize
every dollar.
on every dollar.
Yeah.
And they're doing a great job so far. It's really nice to wake up in the morning and see bookings and know you're making money. Not that we're not spending money too,
Yeah.
of course. Let's be realistic and transparent. But it's nice that for the most part, all the hard work, we've done that part already. So a lot of it is just kind of moving forward with it. It's exciting.
Yep. How's everybody's Easter, by the way? You know, ours is pretty mellow. Got up, went to the gym with the dogs, worked out. They made some people happy.
So happy. Bruce is snoring now.
Is that what that was?
Yes.
I wasn't sure what it was. I'm like, is he?
Oh, he heard that, so he woke
I
up.
just moved the mic and he's like, what just woke me up?
Ooh,
I
what
just
just
gotta get
happened?
closer so I can see the questions.
I know.
So I gotta get off soon.
Here. Get my phone open too again.
My 5-year-old
'cause I can't
Corso is
see
starting
from
to limp. What should I do? You should go to the vet and figure out why he's limping.
there. 5
first
years
and
old.
foremost. And then you go from there. Now, if it's just been limping for like a day or two, he could have just hurt himself and you might want to wait it out a couple weeks. But if it's like a constant thing, definitely bring him to the vet and see what's going on.
Thank you, Veronica. She said Justice has got so big. What gorgeous dogs. Hats off to you two. Awesome doggy parents.
Thank you. Have you thought about getting your dog into protection work or doing things of that nature? There's nothing around us to be able to do that. So there's like nothing close to us. So it really wouldn't work out. Do dogs go through menopause? I'm sure, I'm guessing. I'm guessing every mammal would, right? Yeah,
I would
hormones
think so.
change.
Honestly, that's not something I've looked into, but that's a great question. I would think so. Some form of it.
Yeah, I'm assuming they would.
Yeah, I would
Just
think
like
so.
any mammal, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Anybody in the comments?
Untapped TV says, what was your biggest challenge with the breed for you?
Kind of with that. Kind of with my Instagram story I played.
Just dealing with
Jeez.
loss?
Yeah, like, because I got so close to Bruce.
Yeah,
He's like my soul dog, so it's
Yeah,
like,
the thought of loss.
I'd just be in bed all night, like, he's going to die someday. He's going to die someday. It's like, no crap. Everybody's going to die someday. I'm going to die. She's going to die. But, like, I would just obsess over it. And I think, like she said, probably was propelled by the channel, because every day I get comments, direct messages, comments on YouTube going, my dog just died, or my dog's got cancer, my dog's dying. So you start like hearing that multiple times a day, every single day. You start thinking about it yourself. My dog's limping, for example. Bruce had limped before too. It's like, oh my God, he's gonna die. So that's I know it's probably not the question what you're looking for, but that was my biggest.
Probably your truest answer, and I think that's important to recognize, like especially with dogs and being such a dog specific channel, people don't realize a lot of the questions, like Jason gets a lot of amazing DMs and stuff too, like life-changing things and just great feedback, but you get a good percentage,
heavy stuff.
Sometimes an equal percentage of heavy stuff or what could be thought of as trauma dumping, which can be hard to manage. So I think you've done a good job at kind of wrapping your mind around things. And I think another thing, if I can answer.
Which is why I did that video.
Yes. And
I have a full-length YouTube video on that.
that was kind of therapeutic for you.
Uh-huh.
I would say one of the other challenges, if I can speak for Jason, with owning the breed, with popularizing the breed on YouTube, I will say is the fact that I think it's sometimes hard to deal with people getting the breed that shouldn't. They see us having quote-unquote perfect dogs, these amazing dogs, and everyone wants that, and not everyone should have these dogs. And I know there's been a lot of times we've talked about this where it's like you feel bad if people are getting the breed thinking they're just getting a Bruce Wayne and Joey Justice. It doesn't work like that. It's like any kid or dog, they're not all created equal. There's a lot that goes into it. So we don't want people getting these dogs that shouldn't be having them and then either have to rehome or have them get put down. So
absolutely agree. Because then they just end up in shelters. What food brand do you use? I use
cow,
but
chicken.
I want two cheaper. We spend well over $1,000 a month on dog food.
Yes, we do. True story.
The dogs eat a raw diet, so they eat raw meat, and we get high quality meat. Because if you get low quality meat, low quality food, it's going to not be good for your dog for the long term, and it can lead to diseases, malnutrition, shortened lifespan, joint issues, health issues, cancer. Love from Pacific Northwest. Love back to you, Jess M. We were just talking about our trip to Seattle.
Such a good trip.
It was such a good trip. Hiked Mount Rainier.
Just being able to
Went
walk
to a
out of the
wedding.
hotel every day and see Mount Rainier.
But everybody said that's not the norm. We
It's
had like
not?
clear skies.
Right.
Like clear skies.
It was like
70.
It was 70s. It was
70.
perfect. And I kept saying that to
and
people.
everybody's like, don't be fooled.
be
It's
fooled.
never
This
like
is
this.
not
And it was
normal.
like that the whole week we were there.
It was August, I think, when we went,
Yeah,
right?
it was
Is that when
August,
Casey
yep.
got married?
Yep.
I like the, been learning so much from you guys. Thank you. Me and my off-leash Jack Russell turn heads daily. Also transitioned to homemade raw this winter, ambitiously aiming for 20 years with him.
Nice.
I love that. Congrats.
Nice. Were Corso skittish or had a phase of being shy and skittish when they were puppies? They weren't skittish, but the breed is skittish. You know, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not like they're ever like skittish. They had like some fear periods.
Fear periods.
Justice's fear period was short-lived, and it was surfaces, like walking on certain surfaces. I don't know if he still has it. He hasn't displayed it. Bruce was motorcycles. Who else was Bruce?
Motorcycle school buses, I'm trying to think.
No, it was motorcycles, and it was our road is 55 miles an hour. So if we're walking like in town where it's like 20 or 30, okay.
Sorry, it was cute.
When we're walking in town, it's like 20 or 30 miles an hour. He'd be fine.
Yeah.
But if we're walking on our road, all of a sudden he was fine at first. I mean, he's fine now, but he was fine for a while. But then all of a sudden he just got like really freaked out when a car would drive by at 55 miles an hour, and it's because the tone of the tires change. So the car sounded. So that was his 2 fear periods. Is that rabbit still out there?
Mm-hmm.
Buddy, it's not out there. It's gone. Yeah, go lay down.
Totally agree, TV man. They are great dogs, but you need to dedicate time to them. Oh, yes. 100%. The more time, the better with this breed.
Yes. I'll give you a little bit of JJ. A little bit of
Ali
JJ.
G, can Canine Corso and Boston Terrier live together?
Another one of those questions. Any breed can live with any breed. It's
more so like, what are
how's
your
the
training?
dog? Where's the dog at that you have now when you bring the second into the home?
Mm-hmm.
You know, do they like dogs? Are they accepting of dogs? Now is it going to be easier with certain breeds, getting certain breeds to like each other? Yeah, but any dog can like any dog. I mean,
interesting.
we have 2 intact males. Everybody's like, you can't have 2 intact males. I'm like, why? I can have 2 intact males, and they get along great. Montreal, Canada.
What up, Montreal? I love Montreal.
I was born in Cornwall, Ontario, Canada.
How's St. Catharines Street doing? That like used to be known growing up like as having a bunch of hookers on it. I don't know if that's still a thing.
Probably
or not.
still is a thing. I used to go to Montreal all the time to go skateboarding. All
or
the time.
concerts.
Yep, concerts, skateboarding.
It's like the Bell Center, I think it
yeah.
was called.
We grew up right in the very top of New York State, so getting to Canada was a 20-minute drive. I always like seeing my Canadian friends in here.
That's where we went to Warp Tour, right?
Yep, Montreal. Yep.
Yep.
Then we got Last Coming Home.
Every time we
Every
come
time.
back through Plattsburgh.
This is before cell phones. So,
Yes.
So there was what was it called? MapQuest.
MapQuest?
Yeah,
Did we even have MapQuest
And you had to
then?
like print out the directions.
Oh yeah, it was like 20
But then
pages
getting
long.
home was so confusing because it was like backwards.
That's super
Look at this.
interesting.
So ADHD direction.
Yeah, that's what I was reading.
It's so interesting how you describe the strategies and how to train your Canine Corso and how these approaches are on par with how we recommend parents of children with ADHD manage them. That's very interesting. That's cool.
Very interesting
That's very,
to
very
hear.
cool to hear. My 5-year-old Canine Corso hates what went wrong as a pup. I rescued her when she was 2. I would love to get another dog, but with Luna, it will be impossible. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, dogs aren't going to like every dog. Sometimes you just got to accept it. You know,
Yeah.
you can't make your dog like another dog. Sometimes it is what it is, and enjoy what you got. Not saying it can't be done, but a lot of times it
No.
can't be done. You know. Hello and happy Easter. Thank you both for all your videos. This is from Lisa Foreman. My question is, did you use food motivation with training when they were pups? And last but not least, can you give the boys a big hug and kiss? Yeah, give JJ a big hug and kiss. There it is for you.
There's one.
Where's Bruce? Neither one's very food motivated. We would a little bit, but I mean, it was very short-lived. They just more like love motivated, play motivated, toy motivated. So we did use a little bit. Hey, guess Glam and Gore's here.
Who is?
Glam and Gore.
Stop. What's up?
What's up?
I put a story post up for people to come join our live.
Oh, okay.
So she missed us.
She didn't miss us. She's here. What's up?
She missed us from the Caymans.
Kara was just telling me that you guys may do Vegas this month.
Well, don't tell the internet. They may all show up.
Vegas is a big place. I'm not telling them where you're going.
That's
I'm not
true.
telling them where you're staying. I'm not telling them what day you're going.
Secrets.
Secrets.
Secrets for us.
Secrets.
Girl secrets.
Thoughts on dog boarding? Like overnight or board and train? Just like if you got to travel and that's your only option, it's the only thing to do. We just did a video leaving our dogs and how we do it. It's easiest for us because dogs are creatures of habit, so they get stressed when you leave. It's going to happen. So we try to reduce the amount of stress they have by bringing people here. Usually it's my parents. Her parents watched them last time.
They did such a good job.
And they did such an awesome job. And even though the dogs are still stressed, the dogs don't eat for a couple days, it's still way less stressful for the dogs.
Right.
If you can't do anything but board them, just make sure you go visit the place, make sure you know their practices, that the dog's just not in a kennel the whole time, can get out and run around and play and that type of thing.
Oh my
And
God.
make sure it's clean.
Veronica knows St. Catherine Street downtown. Yes, the streetwalkers, though. That's what I'm saying. Streetwalkers is probably a nicer name than hookers, but streetwalkers. I'm going to use that from now on.
Yes. Yeah, Glam and Gore, we all need to hang out again.
We do. New York City
fun.
when it's nicer. Maybe in May. Maybe in May, a little New York City trip.
How do you correct, hey Jason, how do you correct or control the dominance when the Corso is at a younger age to test the boundaries? I know it's a complicated question, but so many different approaches. Just
Round two.
Oh, they got a different toy now.
Yeah.
Just basically, the dog can never win, you know? You just have to outpatient your dog, for example. I'm always telling people, I'm going to get smacked in the face.
Yeah, you are actually.
So, for example, crate training. My dog cried for 2 hours, so I let my dog out. Well, you just taught your dog that if they cry long enough, eventually they're going to get out. And you don't have all the time in the world. Your dog has all the time in the world. So you just have to be more patient for them. Don't let them get away with any behavior you don't want. And make sure you praise the behavior you like. So over time, they'll start learning you're the leader. He's like, take this, take this, take this.
You're such a camera
take
hog,
this,
JJ.
Take this.
Versus like my turn. You want to be on camera, big guy?
He's like, yeah, I'm gonna be on camera.
I love Mikey's idea. The doggos take Manhattan. Think about it. What a vlog that'd be.
That would be awesome.
You are full of ideas, lady.
The people that
Oh
would
my gosh.
stop us and see.
Seriously?
Thanks for the kisses, bro.
The way we get comments just walking around downtown Syracuse, which is such a small city. If we were in New York City with these guys, and honestly, dogs are walking around everywhere in New York City. It would be fantastic. We
Oh my
actually
God.
should do that, Jason.
We should.
Hey, Bruce. You ready for dinner, big guy?
He is.
Yeah.
They aren't really aggressive with each other. They play. And if it gets too competitive, I stop it. But
Yeah.
it's not like they get aggressive with each other.
No.
And then if JJ's acting like some kind of attitude, Bruce stares at him and he rolls over on his belly. I have some Instagram videos of
Yeah.
that too.
And there's times that like JJ wants to keep playing and Bruce is like, bro, I'm not into it right now. And he has his signs to let him know, but it's not aggression. And we pick up on it too. We try to pay attention to it just to be ahead of it anyways.
I've always wanted to have the dogs ghost hunt. Always.
You actually, it's funny you mentioned that because Jason and I talked about a while ago because clearly we love ghost hunting and watch all things ghost hunting. We're like, how
What are we watching right now? On season 2 of it.
Ghost Town something?
Ghost Town Horror.
Ghost Town Horror. It takes place in Montana. It's really good.
Gunslinger Gulch. Anaconda.
Anaconda, Montana.
Yep.
But we talked about how cool would it be to have a channel where the dogs came with us for ghost hunting. Now, I don't know if that would taint the environment for sounds.
You said taint.
I did say taint. But I think it could be fun. would you all watch this? Should the dogs go ghost hunting?
I think they should.
I concur with Glam and Gore.
Yes, I do too. Dude, I can't see. I can't see.
Oh, this Miss V. Oh, what's your main advice for having 2 male dogs, a husky and a Canine Corso, so they get along? I think it's kind of going back to how you've answered a few other questions.
Yeah.
It's so hard to know.
So check out my new puppy playlist where I was daily vlogging when we got Justice. But every interaction with the 2 has to be like positive, and you need to facilitate it sometimes, especially if you have a puppy and the older dog doesn't want to play. When they're playing and the older dog comes over, like start rubbing their ears because they really like it. You know, praise them for playing gently, and it's just really facilitating that whole. Actually, what's the video called? We just did one, building the perfect dog pack.
Yeah.
Where we went through like all the steps that we did to create this relationship between the 2 of them. That video will help you out a lot. I forgot about that video.
Yeah, that is a good video.
You know, a lot of social outings that are fun, things like that. His breath is so warm.
Look how pink his tongue is.
He's got an eye booger.
Look at your tongue hanging out all pink and naked.
I got it.
People want the ghost hunting. I'm here for it.
See?
Mikey, you can bring Creature with you if he has a sixth sense. Yes, go to New York. They want to see the people's reaction.
Mark says, this is the first time I've participated in a live chat. When the chat is over, do the messages sent during this session remain available? They remain available. So if you're on your phone, you'll see comments. You gotta like swipe right. Is it swipe right or left? You swipe left. Swipe left, and then you see the live chat as the video is playing. So yeah, they do stay. With that being,
hi. Hello. Thank you.
with that being said, we gotta go feed the boys.
Yeah, they are hungry, and
Yes,
so
they
is
are.
their mama. Their mama is hungry too.
He wants kisses.
Yes.
Bro, my chopped liver?
Your chopped
Mine
liver. Get out of here, Dad. Get out of here. You chopped liver.
Look at the size of that paw.
That meat pot.
Look at my face
And then
and
anytime we
Bruce's
talk
head.
loud, here comes JJ with a toy.
Just to let you know how big his paw is. When he like plays with me and he slaps me, it feels like a small human just punched me in the face. Yeah, your tongue just went mouth. I just French kissed my dog on camera. Yeah,
Just
bro.
a normal
You give me
Easter
nuts?
around here, everyone.
All right, guys. Thanks for all the love and support. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Tell people about the channel. Tell
Give
them
this
Jason Corey's
video
got a
a
channel.
like if you want more raw, real lives, Q&As.
And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.